Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. It's great to be here back in Ithaca, as always. I'm Chinmay Soman with my co-founder, Girish, and our amazing team. I started EarthSense to solve critical labor shortage problems and help farmers improve farm productivity and profitability with our AI-powered robots. From our own family farms in India to large-scale plantation operators in Malaysia and Indonesia to vineyard owners right here in New York, farmers everywhere are telling us that they have the same biggest problem. Labor is increasingly unavailable. And forget about harvesting. Even for simple, essential, routine tasks that are done with tractors, like spreading fertilizers or applying pesticides, fungicides, it's getting more and more difficult to do these tasks on time and with good quality because of the lack of labor. And this has significant costs. In vineyards here in New York, the cost of missing a single fungicide spray out of the 12 sprays that are required during the season can be about 10 to 20% yield hit. And that's about $75,000 in lost revenue for a typical vineyard operator. And this is not just theoretical. Last year, the palm plantation industry in Malaysia lost $4.5 billion because of labor shortages. Farmers everywhere are telling us the same thing across all scales, across all crops. In Malaysia, India, Illinois, New York, labor shortage is top of mind for farmers. EarthSense has created the solution, AI-powered robots that help improve labor productivity, increase farm profits with autonomy and machine intelligence. At the heart of it is Terra AI. With over 150 robots deployed, we have some of the biggest and most unique proprietary data sets that we've trained Terra AI on. And it allows our robots to work in teams in a wide range of crops, different terrains, and solve a whole host of agricultural problems. We've already won 5 patents protecting our innovations that allow us to deliver significant value to customers. The other important part of this is our robots. So Terra Max, our flagship robot, has been deployed by our team on the ground in some of the most challenging environments in the world, demonstrating its use in critical large commodity crops. Our autonomy capabilities do not rely on expensive RTK GPS. By using machine vision, we can do low-cost, reliable autonomy under challenging conditions, and at the same time, also collect plant-by-plant intelligence that allows farmers to improve their labor productivity and farm productivity. We've made sure that the robots are super easy to use and deploy, which means farm workers don't need technical skills to start deploying them immediately. So labor productivity, of course, is a great start. A single person, instead of driving a tractor, can easily supervise a team of 4 robots or more. So that immediately eases the labor bottlenecks. But by focusing on the routine essential tasks of fertilizer and pesticide spraying, we're actually making these farms more efficient, saving them some of their biggest input costs. And as I mentioned, Terra AI also enables us to assess every single plant that we are scanning as we are doing these tasks and giving advice and recommendations to farm operators, helping them boost yields and incomes by about at least 10%. So we started deploying our robots first in enterprise ag. We also de-risked with non-dilutive public funding, but we made sure to sell our robots right from the start to public and private sector customers, not only to learn from their key problems, but also create unique IP that's now protected with patents. As we started maturing our solutions, we were quite rapidly sought out by significant players in the large oil palm plantations industry because they have been really hurting with these labor shortages. Since 2018, we've deployed and sold over 150 robots and the associated data analytics AI services that's allowed us to steadily generate revenues, as well as leverage additional non-dilutive funding. We're trusted by large public sector as well as private sector organizations. USDA and Cornell, right here, have been some of our earliest customers. And Corteva, Bayer, Syngenta have deployed our robots and benefited from our AI around the world. We're focusing on oil palm because of the clear and persistent demand that we hear from these customers, as well as some very interesting industry structure. The oil palm plantations industry is dominated by large corporate operations, which makes for a very interesting go-to-market strategy. Just our first customer that we've been working with over the last 2 years owns 669,000 hectares. That's over 1.6 million acres of palm plantations. With our hardware sales and AI services subscription model, we will generate $158 per hectare, and that's a total revenue potential of over $100 million just from that one customer. We have active interest and urgent demand from almost 11, actually 12 as of a couple of days ago, of the top 35 palm plantation companies. And that's almost $500 million in revenue potential, which we aim to hit by 2029. As we've started maturing the TerraMax product, we started looking at ways of serving other customers in other high-value permanent crops, specifically focusing on grapes and orchard crops. So New York naturally offers a very interesting way for us to bring this technology back to the US. We started learning about the New York vineyard and orchard owners and their problems, and we heard that they had the same problems. They were finding it more and more difficult to find labor to do these tasks and taking revenue hits as a result. And surprisingly, none of the US-based robotics companies that are the usual suspects have been coming out to New York and helping these farmers. So that opens up a very interesting opportunity for us. The unit economics in vineyards and orchards, of course, is somewhat better than oil palm plantations, which is a major large-scale commodity, but the unit economics are more constrained. And New York offers us a launch pad to expand into the rest of the US as well. All of this has been possible with our amazing team. Girish and I have spent the last 20 years solving these problems. I've been working with farmers all around the world, listening and learning about their problems and creating solutions. Girish has been creating and leading technical teams at a variety of different organizations, creating sophisticated and effective robotic solutions. And we built a team not only of some amazing robotics and AI engineers and hardware engineers, but we have people with over 15 years experience in sales to these large organizations and operations in ag equipment from around the world. We, of course, also have some very interesting advisors with deep industry experience and networks that have enabled us to leverage these opportunities and make the best use of them. The team has also been critical in creating and executing the strategy of creating a versatile and powerful agricultural robotics and AI platform. Compared to many other ag robotics companies, we've focused on making a tool that's multi-purpose and can do a lot of different tasks in palm plantations, vineyards, and even corn and soybean farms, and operate in all kinds of terrains in order to do these tasks. The low cost of our robots, the high revenue potential, the amazing team that we've built, all of this has led to the current round that we're closing. The round is led by Yield Labs and co-invested by Seeds Capital, which is the Singapore government's Deep Tech Innovation Fund. While the round is focused mostly on oil palm and vineyards in India, we would love to have help from the New York Economic Development Authority to start expanding here in New York as well. Not only is there a very interesting market, but what really attracted us is the amazing ecosystem that makes it attractive to onshore the production of our robots right here in New York. With Grow New York support, we can have catalytic growth impact at every stage. With 250K, we'll hire 3 people to start validating the product revenue potential and value proposition right here in New York. At 500K, we can hire an additional 5 people. And with $1 million, we'll create 15 direct jobs and 15 indirect jobs.
I'm going to stop you there.
Thank you.
The judges
That's
have
right there.
questions. Ben?
Yeah.